So guys, what I'm looking at doing is moving the website to GeoCities in Japan.
Oh, because they still got a run in Japan over there. Yeah,
we got the Japanese audience, so it's kind of...
Well, I think we
got the
Takus. Yeah. And I think the AVCon website is really just needing some solar flare, some animated flames, and a
dancing babies.
And a little guy digging in the construction.
We're wearing dancing babies as well, and it works with any other thing because we have that animated GIF.
Were you even alive when GeoCities was around?
Well, we had MySpace.
MySpace. But it's a good point he brings up about the dancing babies, because guys, it's AVCon TV time. And first up, we've got Neil with some wonderful video games he's going to show us all about.
This week we've got our fighting game special, kind of, not really a special, but yeah, these are the last big games that came out at the end of 2011. So we've got King of Fighters 13.
Brilliant.
We've got Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, which...
Who doesn't love Marvel vs. Capcom?
I do love my Marvel vs. Capcom.
And Tekken Hybrid, which Shin supplied us with this week.
Ah, Shin.
But anyway, start off with King of Fighters. King of Fighters 12 wasn't that great. I mean, it was the first game where they completely changed their art style. They changed the system a bit, but it had a bit of a disconnect with the audience.
Yeah.
But this one it keeps the art style, so it was nice and crisp, very beefy sprites, but it kind of brings the engine back to how it used to be, and it's really solid. Fighting game communities are picking it up and they're enjoying it. If you played King of Fighters before, you enjoy it. That's pretty much all I can say about it, but it's got a lot of other modes. It's got a very thorough online mode. However, at the moment they're waiting for a patch to come out because it's having a few latency issues.
So what's the difference between, say, that and Marvel vs. Capcom?
While they're both team fighting games,
yeah.
This is more of the static kind of, you have one guy fight, then you have the next guy that lost.
Sort of like tag team-ish?
Not tag teaming, but it's like, a team battle kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas Marvel vs. Capcom is, you can tag each other in and do combos off of that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, you've got your three characters, so it's kind of like, if the time was to run out or something, and you had one person had one guy left and the other ones had two, that person would probably win kind of thing.
Sounds pretty cool.
Don't hold me on that, I'm pretty sure that's not how it actually works.
Okay. So what actually makes it different from all the other fighting games though? That's the big thing I'm trying to...
Yeah,
they are the same setup, but how do you stand out?
Is it just like different buttons that you just press?
Actually, okay,
yeah,
so
combos,
King of Fighters has more complex movements, whereas, a fireball combo in Street Fighter would be rolled down to forward, and punch.
It's pretty awesome.
Whereas King of Fighters will be rolled down to back, all the way back to forward, and then a button kind of thing. So
it's more for the hardcore players.
Yeah.
So because it is a hardcore vibe, they would be picked up by the casual gamer?
Well, I'd say start out with Street Fighter and then go to that.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, it's very it's not as in depth as Virtua Fighter, but it's definitely a game worth checking out if you want a more in depth fighting game.
Virtua Fighter, I just think of Virtua Cop.
No. Okay, so we got Marvel Ultimate vs. Marvel Capcom.
Nice.
You got there in the end, buddy, and that's what counts.
Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which is a cheap upgrade of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, adds another 8 characters. 4 from one universe, Marvel, 4 from the Capcom universe. It's the same game as the other one was, however there's a few new modes like Heroes vs. Heralds, I think.
Yeah. And
that's basically you choose the Galactus side or the anti-Galactus side, and you'll go through that doing all these challenges, unlocking... You've basically got like a turf system where each stage has its turf, and you've got to keep fighting in there to have your side win, superiority over it.
So there's a lot more good versus evil kind of thing going on.
Is that the Vita upgrade for it?
No. What I can say is that both the Vita and this version work together, so if you have downloaded content from the PS3 version of it, it's also on 360. But if you have the PS3 download content, when you eventually buy it for the PS Vita, all that download content will work. And it does have a mode where you can actually control via the Vita as if it's a control pad.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Well, until the Wii U comes out, they'll have a bit of a...
So yeah, that's definitely worth checking out. If you're got an investment in the series, and you want to keep going, you'd definitely be getting.
So it's a viable upgrade then, just normal Marvel vs. Capcom.
But if you haven't played Marvel vs. Capcom, or you haven't bought Marvel vs. Capcom 3 before, this is the one you want to get instead.
Alright.
Okay, and the last one, Tekken Hybrid.
Oh.
This is actually a hybrid disc. That's why it's called Hybrid. It's got a Blu-ray CG movie of I think it's Tekken Blood Vengeance.
Okay.
Is that the live action one?
No, it's better than it's better than the anime Tekken movie, and it's better than the live action Tekken movie.
So it's CG.
Yeah, it's basically the kind of story level you get out of the cutscenes and the intros and the outros of the Tekken games.
Just like they did a one-for-one for Resident Evil.
Oh,
New
yeah.
Generation.
Yeah.
That was a really good movie as well.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
So, aside from this, it's got a Tekken Tag Tournament HD upgrade, which is a carbon copy. It's the exact replica of the PS2 launch game.
But it's HD.
Yeah, and it's got all the features you'd expect, plus trophies.
Trophies. So
Everyone
useless.
loves trophies.
I like trophies. It adds something extra, like an extra, I guess...
Incentive?
Yeah, not incentive, but,
Pat on the head?
The way I like trophies...
Rub on the back?
No.
Ego boost?
No, it's not...
Stroke the dolphin?
Competitive, you can go, oh, my friend, here's his trophy list. Oh, he hasn't done that part of the game yet. I don't have to spoil that for him or anything like that. And it's also, if you've completely...
You would, of course, spoil it. You and Neil, it's what you do.
So, you can also, might have finished the game, you're into the end game content, you can go, okay, so I still want to get more out of this game. Look at the trophy list. Oh, kill 500,000 guys. I can do that. Over.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. Anyway, Tekken Tag Tournament 2 also comes with it, with 4 characters on that, and it's an upgrade, Tekken 6 universe kind of mixed in with the Tekken Tag Tournament system. So it's got all the new fancy system changes and that.
Cool.
And that's video games this week.
And now on to anime. Firstly, I'd like to talk about Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail was supplied to us by Shin Tokyo, and you can win your own copy of this really quite good anime in Competition Corner. But firstly, I'd like to discuss it. Fairy Tail is pretty much the story of Lucy and Natsu, who are mages or magical wizards, mahou, shoujos, all that kind of stuff, who have now started in this new guild. And this new guild is Fairy Tail. This Fairy Tail guild is the most roughest, most toughest guild in the whole land, pretty much.
Kind of a ragtag group as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're kind of like, they're apparently the most strongest group. Like, they've got Lucy, Natsu, Urza, and Grey, and they're the most powerful group in Fairy Tail. Like, basically, they just go out there.
What are they? Are they ninjas or?
They're all wizards.
Okay.
They're all wizards. And
nothing wrong with that.
no. It's pretty much got the same art style as sort of One Piece, the same sort of humour. It even says so on the back. In the action comedy tradition
You're a
of...
wizard, Ari. It had to be done.
It's in the action comedy tradition of One Piece, which... It's kind of like One Piece, but in my opinion, it's a lot better. The first volume kind of starts off a bit slowly, in my opinion.
I have to ask, is it a filler anime?
A few parts of it is, because I've been streaming it on Crunchyroll, and we watch it on there in Japanese. And there are like 1 or 2 episodes in the 150 that come out that are fillers.
Okay,
basically.
so this is an investment anime where it's got a whole bunch of episodes.
Oh, yeah. It's still airing over in Japan at the moment, and it's going to keep airing until they finish the manga. And it is quite good. Once it actually hits its stride in about the 30th episode, it is absolutely brilliant and doesn't stop becoming more brilliant every episode.
See, for me, I stay away from the fillers. I've had my taste of Dragon Ball Z. It was good for what it was, and now I just stick to like Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, Angel Beats. Something that has a start and an end, and I can enjoy it for what it is.
That's fair enough, but Fairy Tail is... The fillers are very funny. Like, they've got an OVA series, which is them in high school, and basically just mucking about in high school.
Is there any anime out there that doesn't have high school?
Anyway, on to manga.
Actually, yes. Kindergarten one.
Kindergarten Hocha, Sunshine Kindergarten.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite good. I quite
It's not
enjoyed
a
it.
high school anime.
Thank you, Neil. I take it back.
Oh, yeah, that's a bit pervy. And now we're talking about Blue Exorcist and Monster Hunter Orage. Now, Monster Hunter Orage, that means that's French for Thunderstorm, by the way. It's not orange.
Spelled wrong.
Yeah. I don't know really much about Monster Hunter, the video games. Neil, could you give like a sort of plot?
Monster Hunter is like, you've got Phantasy Star Online,
Yeah.
and you've got Monster Hunter. And Phantasy Star Online is more of your, bread and butter
Yeah.
dungeon crawler. And Monster Hunter is more of your simulation dungeon crawler, where it's, you don't really see life bars or anything, and you've got to take down big dragons and stuff.
Yeah. Because I was reading Monster Hunter today, and it was very much like Fairy Tail, which is quite surprising. It's got guilds, and it's got this one guy who's going around killing dragons. They've got to get this group together, and it's very much the same art style of Fairy Tail, which, surprisingly, I was actually quite surprised that it's actually made by the same person that created Fairy Tail. So, if you like Fairy Tail, if you've seen Fairy Tail or One Piece, you will probably enjoy Monster Hunter Orage. But to put it in perspective, Blue Exorcist is amazing.
So what's it all about?
Blue Exorcist is about a demon child, the son of Satan.
So Damien.
Hmm?
Is his name Damien?
No, it's Rin.
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 Okay.
And Rin has to become an exorcist, which is a demon hunter,
Okay.
because Satan killed his stepfather.
Sounds a lot like Adventure Time's, what's her name? Francine? No, is that it? I can't remember.
But it is quite good. The first volume, it starts off a little bit slowly, but that happens when it introduces everyone. But it is, once it kicks on to the second chapter, it is absolutely brilliant. It's got fantastic visuals, it's got a fantastic cast of characters, and it's just getting better. Like the third one is when they really start getting into like the nitty gritty of like demons and who they are and how they fight them, and it was just fantastic and so complex. And really, I want to check more of this out personally. I don't know. I really recommend it for anyone.
Yeah,
to be honest.
someone gets a chance to win it then.
Yeah, they get a chance to win both these volumes in our little prize pack later in Competition Corner. So we were on with Shin Tokyo for providing that, and now I think it's on to comic books.
Hi guys, a very quick update from the comic book world. Everyone knows and loves Neil Gaiman, and Neil Gaiman's book, American Gods, will be turned into I believe, a 6-part series of American Gods, 6-part series on HBO.
6 episodes or 6 seasons?
6 episodes.
6-part episode.
6-part, that's what they're currently going at the moment, but it might get pushed out to season after season, because that is a huge book. And it's going to be...
So I didn't know that Neil Diamond made comic books. Or...
Gaiman.
No. Crunchy Granola got turned into a graphic novel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's all about a guy who just goes a lot. You know the line. Well, I just look like an idiot, but that's all
What's
good
the
there.
Pussycat?
Oh, Neil, that is an awesome song, by the way. But point is, Neil Gaiman, related to comic books, Sandman series, which I'm fingers crossed are going to be turned into some kind of visual adventure,
yeah.
because that would be amazing, if not incredibly hard and need a big budget. But the point is, love everything Neil Gaiman has done, and also the spin-off, my personal favourite, Lucifer, which comes from a little-known character from the, largely known character from the Sandman series, has been told. So get down to Pulp Fiction and get your Lucifer, because oh my god, it's awesome. And in cosplay world news, we have AVCon, which just has happened, and so check out our wonderful, wonderful videos, linked right here. And don't forget, for those in Adelaide, we have the fabulous Final Fantasy Cosplay Gala happening on the 18th of February. So you click this link to make sure you can find all the event details, and we'd love to see you there. I myself will be judging.
Hello, and welcome to Competition Corner. Today you can win your copy of Fairy Tail. All you have to do is comment down below on your favorite anime that is shonen, aka One Piece, Fairy Tail, Naruto, Bleach. What is your favorite? Tell us down below. And for your chance to win a manga prize pack, all you have to do is tell us what is your favorite manga shonen. Of course, tell us down below. And that's about it. Thanks for that.